What's good, boys? Little trade recap. I was gonna make these pretty much after every single trade, but again, I've been holding some of these positions for quite a couple days now, so I'm just gonna do all of them in 1 week. Pretty weird week. Let's just to give you some context of it. This is Q's. We've been in our fucking range for like 4 days after this big little crash, small little crash. So yeah, conditions are really bad. Honestly, shouldn't have taken anything. So we lost. We're down $400 this week on the account challenge. Just really, really unnecessary. Looking back at it, this is the P&L. See that? But yeah, we got all the trades up here. I had to go back in my Webull and mark pretty much every position that I took exactly because I removed them all. Anyways, we're gonna go into them. I'm gonna start with BBAI, right? So BBAI, this was a nice flat top base, cup and handle setup as well. These are really, really strong. This had so much strength. To be honest, looking back at it, I see this candle, but this was Friday. So like I was, you know, when I look at the volume patterns, I don't like to take setups when, the volume pattern is pretty much over the MA right here, the volume MA, pretty much telling me institutions are selling. But again, I ignored it because this was just news inflected, right? This was the the little Friday crash, of course, so I didn't really think it mattered too much. So anyways, yep, had this nice flat top base, very, very strong bullish candle. So I took my breakout, I believe. Hold on, I still gotta go back into this one actually because I did not do it for this one. I assumed for this one. 9:55 is where I entered. Okay, yeah, I did enter here. Yeah. My apologies. So yeah, after this bullish candle, I wanted to see above. Yeah, I just drew this base because I removed it. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to see a break above previous day high. Pretty much every single setup that I take, it's always above previous day high. I pretty much try to align my line with that, right? In this case, I'm gonna pretty much draw the line where all the candles touch. But again, yeah, in this case, previous day high. So anyways, setup looks good, context looks good, and it's in the technology sector. It's pretty much following QQQ. You know what I mean? And again, my whole thought on Monday was okay, we gapped up. I thought we were probably going to rally up back to all-time highs after this, and honestly, thinking back, like I said, I probably shouldn't have traded because after we always get a displacement like this, bro, we just fucking consolidate, bro, or we just continue downward, right? And again, like I'm not like think about it, like when like let's say you get like a big ass 4 hour dump, um, price tends to kind of just chop intraday. It's kind of what happened, bro. Like look at the 5 minute here after the sell off. We're in a range, right? These are not good conditions. And again, going to the VIX as well. The VIX is $25. $25. I'm not trading the VIX. Oh my god, it was down here. I thought we were fine. Yeah, I'm not trading the VIX until we're down like under $20. Like, I don't think anybody should be trading tomorrow. I don't think anybody should trade tomorrow. It makes no sense to me. Um, if you trade my strategy, of course. But anyways, going back into the recap. I like the setup on BBAI. This level is very, very strong, right? Anyways, we got the break. I did enter. Good volume. And then we just chopped all day. And again, I grabbed December contracts for this, so I held this break even, right? We did break even. I don't know why, but I believe I was down 10%, 8% right here. I don't even know. Yeah, it was right here. That's why. Yeah, I was down like 8% holding it overnight. I was fine with it because again, it was December contracts, December 19th. So again, yeah, we pre-market kind of just like pumped up again, which was literally like when QQQ gapped up as well. And again, I'm gonna go into something else as well real quick. But yeah, with that being said, got stopped out of BBI on a Wednesday, right? Pretty much cut that out first. Also, I was in moving on. I was in RR as well. RR, I grabbed Leaps. I grabbed March 26s. I believe I lost, I don't even know, $60 I think on this trade. I was really bullish on this stock, basically for the main of the context. I mean, it's a robotics company as well. Everyone's talking about it, and again, it's very cheap, and I think the name is worth more, right? So I think it's worth more than $5 to $6, $6-7. So, anyways, I wanted Leaps on this breakout. I didn't put too much size in it. Actually, I did. I put an extra contract in. What I did was I entered up here and I averaged in, I think, another contract off this pullback once you saw some volume. So I entered 3 contracts here, and then we just wanted to fail. So we got stopped out of that as well. Again, I really like the setup. Volume was dying out as well when we were channeling down. And again, this bullish day when we broke out, very, very bullish. We just wanted to keep failing. Like I said, the conditions were just really, really bad recently. So I genuinely believe the conditions, like the QQQ, just kind of just shut down everything. Like I should not be down $400. Like the second day was a big red day for the account. I think I lost like 10% of the account. Yeah, QQQ. I was up 250 twice actually on this stock. Believe it or not, I was literally fucking this close away from TPing this morning. Or not this morning. Yesterday. This close to TPing. QBT. I was going to secure like $150. Didn't want to hit, but the thing is, like, you got to be disciplined with your plan, bro. Yeah, I could have taken some profit there, but what does that say about my plan and my edge? If I took profit there, that's just going to create a habit for me, as well as taking profit early. You know what I mean? That's not a good habit to have. Let it hit your fucking level. Let it hit your level and take your profit, because again, it is better for the long run. It's going to make you more disciplined if you keep following what you say you're going to do. I'm not even mad because again, it did not hit my level. Now, if it hit my level and I didn't take profit, then I'd be greedy, and then I could be mad at myself because I didn't listen to myself. You know what I mean? So some people can take profit there. Personally, I'm sticking to my rules. I'm disciplined. I'm not fucking doing that, okay? So again, I got stopped out. Yeah, it's completely fine. I followed my rules. I don't care, okay? The only thing I shouldn't have done was I shouldn't have taken Tesla or RR, to be honest with you. I liked RR. I could have avoided Tesla, and I'm going to get into that as well. Tesla. I entered this at like 11 or some shit. Again, I like this breakout. It was, I believe it was like right like that. I didn't want to see it above previous day high on this day. I wanted to see it above previous day high on this day, right? Going into the 5-minute. Oh, let's go back to the setup actually. This was Friday, like I said. Friday, I wasn't a fan, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you as well, one thing I should have noticed as well, this day, this wasn't even news inflicted. I think it was actually. I think it was news, but still, institutions sold the stock because look at the price above the MA, right? I'm an idiot for ignoring that. That's totally on me. By the way, always blame yourself. Never fucking blame the market. It's never the market's fault. It's always your fault. It's my fault. I lost this trade. Okay. Anyways, with that being said, yeah. So I should have noticed this for sure. Again, I don't care about this day. I really don't. It's just the Friday sell off because everything with the market and Trump and China and shit like that. Again, saw my break above this level. I took my entry. Sorry, I've been clearing my throat for like the past 2 weeks, like randomly. I'm sure it's fucking annoying. My fault. I like this candle. Like, you don't want to enter, like, if you see candles like clear up or build up like this and then break and they're looking like this, don't take that shit. Take a candle that looks like this all the fucking time. This is good volume, right? Saw this, took my entry, bang, but we didn't want to follow through. We rejected. I got stopped out. Cut my loss pretty short. That's good. Flies to the 10 8-day. I don't use the 10-day anymore. 8-day. Flies to the 5-minute 8-day. Goes to the 15. The 1 hour, I believe, was too low. So yeah, I pretty much cut it pretty much short at the 15. Pretty much when it runs to the 8-day or 10-day, same thing. I'll pretty much like use the 20-day, 21-day as like my hard stop. The way I use it is like I don't wait for it to like fully like hit. You know what I mean? I pretty much like I'll wait for a rejection or a bounce, kind of like this candle right here, kind of like this right here. If it like pushes through the slightest bit, I'm out because again, I pretty much gave it one shot, one warning already at the 8 day. So the 21 day is like the last shot I give it. You know, does that make sense? So yeah. Anyways, this fucking trade could have been so avoidable, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm adding this to my rules. QQQ gaps, all right? I'm sure you boys have heard me yapping about it. QQQ gaps. These gaps always get filled, man. Oh my god, my almost 2 years of day trading, my whole entire journey. I used to target these gaps when I day traded. My setups used to be so fucking like more. I would be more confident in my trades because I would target these gaps. They always get filled. They always get filled. Gap down, fill it. Gap up, fill it. Gap up, fill it. Oh my god, gap up. Gap down to fill it. Like, bro, come on. They don't fill the same day all the time. They fill within the first fucking 3 days, right? Like, we have an unfilled gap here. This is getting filled. But here's the thing. Oh, and this is getting filled as well. So is this one. Look at these gaps. Holy shit. But this is my take on them. These are so low that I believe these will get filled like much later on. I don't think like, bro, again, these pullbacks like these where they come down even lower than previous ones, I don't believe it'll happen. But it can. This one can get filled. Dude, I would be very, very like, okay, I believe we're gonna tank. I do believe we're gonna tank after what's been going on this whole week. I'd be very, very shocked if we get this level. But it's going to get filled at some point because we're going to have some bullshit like this. Because whenever this pullback happened, everybody was worried, like, what the fuck's going on, blah, blah, blah. The same shit's going to happen. The market repeats itself. It's literally history. Like, bro, pullback. Where the fuck is 08? It's like fucking tiny compared to this shit now. The economy's different. Pullback, bear market, pullback, 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 fat pullback, yeah. And this shit's fucking pussy, bro. Again, we're on the weekly time frame here. This is why I say don't even go look for breakouts yet. We're very well far away from breakouts still. Breakdowns still. I meant breakdowns. So like again, this is a doji candle on the weekly. We are bouncing. Tomorrow is going to be a very important day. I'm not trading tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at the markets though. By the way, if when you're taking a break because of this shit, don't not look at the markets. You like as a swing trader, you have to watch the markets and literally you have to pretty much adapt to the markets. You especially currently right now, you have to adapt what's going on, if that makes sense. Because again, I want to see if we sell off completely tomorrow. That's very important because if we sell off tomorrow and close like down here, probably gonna be taking breakdowns for the next fucking couple weeks. Who knows? It depends how much we pull back. Like the 50 day on the daily is aligned with the weekly pretty much. It's actually like lower. So yeah, if the daily breaks below this 50 day, yeah, we're cooked and we're going to be doing breakdowns. So, and again, the VIX is just too fucking high. But yeah, sorry for yapping. Again, the whole point I was just kind of trying to make is these gaps always get filled. So like what I'm doing is I'm never going to take a trade if there's a gap that's not filled. Now, if there's a gap to the upside, like if we gap down, if we gap down and my setup looks good, if there's a gap to the upside, I'll take it. But if there's a gap to the downside, I'm not taking any fucking trades until it is filled. If I'm scanning and I see like 3 A+ setups that I want to take, but if we gap up Monday morning and my set and the stock breaks out, if the stock breaks out and Q's wants to keep ripping as well. let's say right here. Again, I'm looking at a setup like on Amazon, for example, and let's say we gap up right here. If Amazon breaks out while price moves up like this, normally some people will be like, "Oh fuck, man, I missed the setup. Fuck, man." Some people will FOMO in. I won't. My point is like, you'll see the gap, you'll see the trade go up, and be like, "All right, I missed it, whatever," right? But in my case, it's like, okay, actually, this gap did get tapped into and moved up. No, bad example. Let's use this one. Let's say price, yeah, gaps up here, and I'm looking at Amazon. Amazon, wants to fucking break out. Okay, this one got filled too as well. Didn't get filled. It didn't get filled. I'm still using it. Let's say Amazon breaks out while this runs, but now, you think Amazon's gone. Let's say I'm disciplined, stick to my rules, and I don't take the setup at all. Let's say I don't take the setup because of my rule. Now, let's say when Qs does pull back and fills the entire fucking gap, and let's say Amazon comes down with it. Let's say now when price, bounces just like this, right when Amazon is about to break out again, or like a re-entry happens, then you can take the entry. And then instead, obviously, we're in a range right now. If we're in better conditions, this will follow through most likely. But again, let's say you take the entry in Amazon while Qs is right here. Bang, we gap up. Amazon gaps up a little bit with it because of this. And then we just follow through and rally. You're saving money and you're saving a loss. You know what I mean? Because again, these gaps always get filled. Gap up, filled. Gap, filled. Gap, filled. Gap up, filled. Gap, filled. Not filled. No. Filled. They get tapped. When I say filled, they don't gotta completely be filled. Tapped in. This gap tapped in. This gap tapped in as well. Tapped in. Gap filled. Gap filled. Gap filled. Gap filled. Gap filled. Gap filled. They always get filled, bro. I'm telling you, implement this in your strategy, bro. Again, this is just my rules. You don't have to do it, but again, I trade this strategy for a reason. There's a reason I don't backtest much, because I know the strategy is proven. That's why I'm so confident. That's why I don't get down on losing streaks. Again, I started a 3K to 10K account challenge. I'm already down $400. You think I give a shit? Fuck no. I'm blaming part of the conditions, and I'm blaming mostly myself, because again, I should have noticed this. I should have not traded the week. You know what I mean? But again, if these were like normal conditions, if we were like in these conditions, I'd probably be up, honestly. QUBT would have played. Again, setups can be A+, but the market will just tank them down and they'll just kill them. That's the only issue. Like QUBT, RR, ACHR as well. I forgot to put this on my recap. Damn, this was such a good trade. This would have played out as well. I had a January cons in this as well. I was up 330 on the account on day 2, by the way, before this whole bullshit happened, and now I'm down. I'm at like 2.5 something. Understand that, right? Think like shit can flip. You know what I'm saying? Ignore the alerts. I was trying to fucking go to the gym and make some food, doing this shit. But again, yeah. Such a good trade. Rip up in the morning, falls back down when the market tanks. Rips up again, comes back down. I was up 50% both times up here, up 140, and then it goes to 0 and I risk like 8% and lose some money as well. So and again, this base is so fucking strong, bro. This base is very, very strong. This shit was supposed to fly. Again, you could have A+ setups, but they'll just fail, bro, because again, the market will tank them, all right? But again, don't always use that and cope, because again, you just got to understand and know when to avoid, when not to trade. You have to know when to avoid to trade. If I said that right. And again, this was totally on me for taking trades this week. Should have been hands off. The reason why I took them was because of this gap up. I thought we were gonna possibly rally back up, but we didn't, right? So I think, and again, I guess the reason why I did trade, or no, I didn't trade. I liked this candle Wednesday. Like this, we respected the 8-day. You know what I mean? Pretty bullish, but today, I think this was kind of news inflicted. I'm not really sure. even though I say these gaps always get filled, I'm not saying it tanked just to fill the gap, but we just wanted to fucking tank. All right. So with that being said, I don't really know. Again, these were all the recaps that I had. I just want to go over it all in one video. This is like a 20-minute video, damn. But hope some of you guys learned something from this as well. No one not to trade. Seriously, I'm probably not. I'm definitely not trading tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you're watching this, I'm probably not going to be going live tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be going live Monday, Tuesday. As long if the VIX is above like $20 and it looks like this shit, I'm not trading. And again, I'm going to be reworking the whole Discord. I don't want to be taking trades. I don't want to be like going live every single day. I'm only going live if I plan on taking the trade. I show all my trades. If I go live, that's when I'm probably looking for a trade. If I don't go live, I'm not taking a trade. I'm still going to show my P&L at 0 every single day. It's going to be all my X as well. So, again, I don't want to give everybody, the misconception that, like, you have to trade every single day. You know what I mean? Or conception. Because, again, it's bad habits. Again, this is not day trading. I used to day trade. So, like, I guess when I made the Discord, I would always, feel like, oh, I'm going to open up my Discord. Okay, I'm going to start live trading every single day. So now I kind of felt like I had to go live every single day. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is swing trading. I swing trade. You swing trade, okay? We don't have to trade every single day. Stay cash heavy. So I might not even go live, half of next week. It depends on the market conditions, okay? So again, with that being said, though, I'm trying to make this Discord as educational as possible. I'm going to be adding a bunch of fucking tools over the weekend. I'm taking tomorrow off as well, so I'm going to be working on a lot of shit. So, with that being said, I just want the Discord to be very educational. Just make sure you guys build good habits, knowing when not to trade as well. If you have any questions, though, any feedback would be very much appreciated in the comments. But yeah, I'm going to keep running these up as well. Like I said, I just wanted to wait for the end of the week because, again, this was a very messy week. I've been busy working on, the Discord as well. I've been added a bunch of setups as well and resources for you guys. And so, yeah, looking to add more as well. Like I said, if you have any questions, feedback, just put them in the comments. You boys have a good night.